Coach, this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the San Antonio Marshals and the Oklahoma City Lancers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Marshals and the Oklahoma City Lancers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio Ball Club, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Over the middle, it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They go play action here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And it's taken in at the 9.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. We'll see if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board knowing
Looks like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Gary. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On 3rd down, Gary. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
A lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 94 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Funchess has it complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now 1st down. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd down now, Gary stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this. His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught. Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Gary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Let's go.
11 yards there, 1st down.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. On 2nd down, it's Higgins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker, positions.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded just inside the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll make it third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They're going to look to throw. 7 yards there and a first down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's up and good. A drive there of just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Let's go, baby.
All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Come on, set. 90. Wolf. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field.
You got him.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
So we got man. Check, check. Lucky. And go.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. That one goes for 30 yards.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got room. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have once again taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gary, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Red! 10 Tucson, 53. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Ready, let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Gary. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll run on the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back to throw here. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Higgins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Really at a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So here is the home side to take over on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Watch one. Bring it. Bring it. Let.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they bring their punter out there now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. It's caught by Funchess. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Higgins, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. 20! And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down now. It's Higgins. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the run.
Here we go. Set. 30 pace. Let's go. Set hot.
On 1st down, Gary. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Gary, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and 14. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So a ball that could have gone either way winds up bouncing forward, and as a result, they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
This has been a crazy one, hasn't it? I mean, this is the ultimate coin flip right here. Is that ball going to bounce over the crossbar or come ricocheting back? I think you have to call that luck.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he scores! No flags anywhere, and they return it to the house to win the game.
A return!
Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish, and this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh, yeah, you're feeling real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who traveled to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the home team here, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.